What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of V2 Sports. You saw the thumbnail, you see the title. It's Auburn. Many people think we've already done the Auburn episode. We haven't. We just got really in depth with them on the transfer portal update. So, Jackson, what the fuck are you doing?
You never had this raw? Like,
I've done a lot of things raw, but ramen is not it.
so good, bro.
Also, shout out to
Dude,
Jason
he just
featuring with the camera. You're officially meeting Big Tiz, aka V2 Sports, aka founder, aka Daddy. So, cool stuff.
I mean,
After seeing
sexy
this
man
shit,
bun.
okay,
Everything.
listen. If y'all can see this shit that I'm pointing at, this is Jackson. Okay, he's eating the ramen raw with the seasoning packet
Point the other way.
sprinkled on top. Other way? My bad.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Are you a
What the
psychopath?
Maybe.
All right, you know
Maybe.
what? Before
Just
we
maybe.
deep
But you know
dive
what's
on
correct?
this episode, and he's washing it down with water.
He's in shock. Wow.
It's so good, bro. You gotta try it.
No, jocks heat up their ramen. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
Y'all aren't recording, are you?
I thought he was actually. Wait, is he actually? As
So, are
soon
we
as he
gonna
turned it-
start?
I'm sorry, I had to step away. Jackson, are you ready to start?
Yes.
Are you sure? You already
Yes.
finished it? Did you inhale that shit?
No. I haven't already finished.
I was gonna say, I thought, Jason, you said you did that too. That's why I'm confused.
No, I'll break it up at least. Like, I'll put it in the sack, I'll beat it like I'm in prison, and then I'll sprinkle it on there like it's like ramen chips. He's eating it like a sandwich.
Oh, so you're saying,
I
like, you
just
make
came
it
in
like
here.
crunchies
I came in
or
here and heard
something?
that.
You like put it on a salad or something.
I'll try it with
Okay.
ketchup. You want me to try it with ketchup?
Actually, you know what?
What even is he?
For science, everybody that's listening to the podcast, move over to the YouTube real quick. Go for it. Oh my god, he's got to go all the way to his kitchen to get it.
We're getting off track. Maybe we should start talking
It's
about
the
Auburn.
hey, it's the
No,
Auburn
no,
episode.
no,
We're
no.
skipping like 8 games.
That's a
We
good
got to
point.
provide content somehow. I mean, shit, we got to fill out our time slot.
Hey, Luke, look up
Jesus, he
what
brought
game
the
Brian
gallon.
got
You know,
fired.
he brought the gallon size Heinz.
What's he doing? What is he doing?
What do
I feel
you
like this
think
is a
is he eating?
You know
I feel
what?
like this surmises
You know what, Jackson?
Auburn season.
Cheers.
What is he eating? I joined mid thing.
He's eating ramen with
What's he eating?
ketchup.
What?
Plain ramen? Cooked or not cooked?
Raw.
Oh,
Raw.
it's raw.
Raw?
Raw.
Nah, that's wild.
With the seasoning salt just sprinkled over it.
I feel like this is just the very minimum that the swamp doggies have discovered. Like, I'm willing to bet they have dived
No,
down
they
into
did.
some deeper
Okay,
shit.
listen. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I know everybody thinks it's a joke, but Pepsi put it out on their Twitter a long time ago. You're supposed to boil Pepsi before you drink it.
What?
Don't believe me? Look it up. Like, it was like an April Fool's thing, but Pepsi was
I'm
pretty
looking
much
this up.
telling people that they needed to boil it.
No.
And like some people were saying that they
That
use it
checks
for
out,
oil in their garden.
actually.
Like, you're giving this to children? Like, look up Pepsi. You're giving this to children. And yes,
As a
everybody, I
general-
understand that we're off topic. I really do. It's Auburn. And like 8 of y'all are going to listen that are actually Auburn fans. The rest are going to be people who just tune in every week. So if you're an Auburn fan and you're like kind of pissed that we're putting this to the front of the leaderboard instead of
Have a
like
better
Auburn's
season.
shitty season, one, don't let your coach sleep with a secretary. 2, please do better in football.
Nah, she was kind of fine. Still,
I mean, I don't blame him
I
for
can't
sleeping
blame
with
him.
that secretary.
Yeah, me either.
It says as a general rule that it makes Pepsi flat and makes it taste less appealing. But if it's heated long enough, the water content evaporates and then it gets thicker in consistency.
Damn straight
Huh.
oil. Did he leave
Wow.
again? You know what?
This is-
While he's
yeah, he
leaving,
did.
I actually have perfect time to fix wires. So listen, everybody. The camera's brand new. I've got a brand new mic. If you see me like leaning down, I'm not sucking myself off. I'm having to fix wires and stuff because my amp is underneath my desk. The mic's here, but damn. But sometimes it doesn't work. So we'll see. Like as soon as I start hearing weird feedback from here, I'm gonna have to go down there and fix it. So I promise you, like, there's no baddie under the desk. My fiance's not down there. No, I'm just having to fix wires. Is he eating a banana now? Jackson, start the season. I gotta fix wires.
Start the season.
All right.
I'm sure that's what you're doing.
All right, bet.
This
Let's
is truly
You want to
lovely.
skip Mercer? Let's skip Mercer and go right into that Penn State game.
All right, bet. Let's go into that Penn State game. I mean, there was so high hopes for the Auburn fans. We all thought it was
Jackson.
a blowout. We all said it on here. What?
Can anyone
You
hear
sound
him?
very quiet.
No, I can hear
So-
you perfectly fine.
It's just you're quiet. Pull the mic up closer.
Is this good? Is this
There you
good?
go. You got it. You got it.
Okay, so we're in Penn State now, right? Or San Jose?
Oh, well, Auburn blew both of them out. Wasn't really a contest. Tank Bigsby ran all over him. End of
What-
discussion. Move on to Penn State.
What game? What do you? Oh yeah. Okay.
Penn State, week 3.
Yeah, Penn State dogged on them. We all, everyone here at V2, when we were on the episode, we all. I don't think I predicted Penn State.
Yes,
Penn
me
State.
too, Jackson.
Wow.
Yeah, we all predicted Penn State. Penn
That's
State was
pretty impressive.
Yeah. Actually, I might not have
Auburn had no
even.
chance.
I might have picked
Au-
Auburn.
Wow.
Auburn had no chance. None of us expected them to. They played. All the fans thought, hey, yo, it's that Jordan Hare. Maybe it'll be good this year. Maybe it'll be as good as it was last year. Hell no.
If you want to see here an interesting stat,
Oh,
Nick Singleton
hold on.
had an. What's
Hold
up?
on. I actually got to
I'm
introduce a new thing. All right. I was supposed to mention at the beginning of like 2 episodes ago. V2 Sports is now doing family-friendly content. All right. If we cuss, we will now have a cuss jar. So any cuss word from anybody is $5. At the end of the month, we will take that $5. We're not going to pay our bills. We're not going to pay anybody else's bills. We're going to donate it to St. Jude's. So if you want to cuss, feel free. It's going to a good, place. But unless you don't want to lose $5 and you really hate kids, don't cuss.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Let's finish off let's finish off with this game. Yeah, Sean Clifford and Penn State just killed them, man. I mean, the defense dominated Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn had to bench Finley. They had to put in Ashford. Ashford did okay, but it was his first game. But I just hate watching Robbie Ashford play football, and I hope he finally gets fixed. Yep.
I actually like watching Robbie
Here's the thing.
Ashford play football.
If we're talking beginning season, Robbie Ashford, hated him, worst player, never wanted to watch him play just off of his attitude alone. End of season, Robbie Ashford,
Excuse me.
tolerable.
Is it just me or is he
But
like a crybaby?
yes,
After
yes, I will get to
after
that in the
Arkansas,
Missouri
he
game.
got better.
I will get to that in the Missouri
After
game.
Arkansas, Robbie Ashford got a lot better about being a baby. And guess who got fired?
Harson.
Boise State.
Also,
fans.
this is a slightly interesting stat, but Nick Singleton had 12.4 average in yards per carry, which was more than the total amount of points that Auburn scored.
5.4.
What?
He had
Yeah.
more, like he had 0.4 more than like in his average than Auburn scored. Auburn scored 12. He had an average rushing of 12.4.
Damn.
Thanks for explaining the stat, Jackson.
Embarrassing. And what's even funnier is Auburn
War Eagle,
had
bitch.
415 yards, which was not even that much less compared to Penn State's 477, and yet they only put up 12 points. It's like,
That-
as if Auburn
like,
could
it was
push the
like-
ball but not capitalize.
Yeah, Auburn basically went down to Penn State's like 30 every time. Couldn't do anything. They couldn't kick a field goal. Their
Yeah.
field goal kickers sucked. They couldn't score. They just couldn't do anything.
I mean,
And
they
it was
had
really like depressing. Any Auburn fan who went to that game, I guarantee you, hates themselves or something
Like, here's the
Most
thing.
Auburn
If you
fans
look at
do.
if you look at the team stats, you would not think that this game would be such a large disparity. Auburn had more first downs. They had the same amount of third downs. They had 12 more plays. They had less penalty yards. They had the exact same amount of time of possession. I mean, you would think with all these stats in mind that the game would have been at least within 10 points, but to see it just as a blowout, what are we doing, Auburn? Come
I mean,
on.
this is
Hey.
slightly off topic, but I think Jackson is announcing that he's coming out with his lights. Everybody give a round of applause for Jackson.
Nah.
All right,
Nah.
back on topic.
All right, so Auburn, when we did like the season prediction for them, our expectations weren't that high for them, like at all. We knew they weren't going to do good. We knew that it was going to be bad. We just didn't think it would be that bad. 5-7.
I think we predicted that exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest, me and you predicted that. The other people that were a part of the podcast at the time were like, "Oh, 7-5, 6-6." Who had them? It was Rush. Rush had them 8-4.
Oh yeah, it was Rush. Oh yeah, I remember that. Rush.
All right, so
I think I actually had him at 7-5. I'm not gonna lie.
So, like, Auburn, listen, we get it. You have a roster that's full of, like, rebuild talent, bridge. You have bridge players. All right. All it really takes is maybe, like, one or two good transfers, which you definitely dominated the portal. Okay? So, if you would have had these players last season, 7-5 would be realistic. But you had Ashford, and the main thing that your offense was doing was handing the ball to Tank Bigsby, and when you weren't doing that, the offense sucked. Like, let's be honest, we're going to go through every game this season, and we're going to see how bad it can get. And it gets pretty you know what? No, it gets pretty damn bad. So, let's just go ahead and move into the next game. Auburn fans that are listening, I'm sorry that you had to withstand this season, but you kind of did it to yourself.
This game, it's like Missouri at Auburn. Both teams were trying to lose this game. Both teams, no, like every play. Like I don't know how Auburn won this. Missouri, you could argue Missouri should have won, but holy, did you? What is the game? This was probably the worst game in SEC play. You could argue Vanderbilt, Missouri, last season because that was pretty bad too. But this was probably the worst game to watch in SEC play because both teams. Every single play. It's like they were trying to lose, trying to fumble. And it was really embarrassing. It was hey, Brady Cook played awful for Missouri, then Auburn. Robbie Ashford played I don't even know, okay, I guess, but he played pretty
He had a
well.
Robbie Ashford game.
Yeah. But he wasn't as good as his numbers show like most of the time. Like it says he's 12 for 18. He wasn't as good as that said, is what I'm saying. And Tank couldn't really do anything. He had a 2.3 average per carry. And, they just got contained by the Missouri defense.
The game was actually extremely funny. Like Jackson was saying, both teams were purposefully trying to lose. Yes. But if you, honestly, you could have cut the game on with 15 seconds left and you would have been entertained more by what you saw with the remaining 15 seconds of regulation and overtime than you would have the rest of the game. Because it was a shit show. It really was.
I'm going to be
Auburn
honest.
was purposefully trying to lose so that Harsin could get out. The players promise you were trying to sell that game. Mizzou said, we like playing this dude. He sucks. So they were purposely trying to lose so that, Harsin could keep his job another week, which they did successfully. Like, come on. Auburn.
I would say fire Drinkwitz.
I'll be real. This game really pissed me off.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not saying fire Drinkwitz.
This game made me mad, like a lot, just because of Robbie Ashford's attitude towards the end of regulation and overtime. Because first off, can we all agree that if you are a D1 SEC college level athlete in one of the most important positions in football, and you are expected to get some minutes, you should be prepared whenever you have to play a mid-level team and be expected to at least be decent? Yeah. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason? Okay.
I mean, it's
So
the SEC.
Robbie Ashford sucked for majority of the game. In the fourth quarter, he's in overtime, and it's like, okay, let's see what he can do. And he fails in the fourth quarter, or no, I'm sorry, he fails in the fourth quarter, where they could have won the game after that missed field goal and stuff. And he's just crying on the sideline, complaining. Then we get to overtime, and you think, okay, redemption arc. Then again, he fails again, and he complains on the sideline. And even after the game, when Missouri fumbled and the game was over, and like everyone, whoa, we Auburn won, congratulations. He was still like, getting mad and just crying and complaining that things didn't go his way. And I was like, you are a grown adult. Act like it. People are gonna use the excuse of, oh, but he's a freshman. For God's sake, I am a freshman in college, and I would have acted better than you are. You are on scholarship. You go to a high-level university that people in third
You
world
got offered
countries
a
would
scholarship and you're a
love
starting
to even
quarterback
just
in the SEC.
attend, let alone be paid for.
That scholarship to Auburn isn't that much.
Or what?
Jackson said he got offered a scholarship. It's not
No. I said he was
shit.
I said he was a star, and I said he was starting. I said he was a 3-star or 4-star, and he was starting.
Is you cannot act that way when you are expected to be a leader. And I don't care what your age is. If Nick Saban has to put in a backup QB and he sees him complaining, he's going to get mad and he's going to call him out for it. Age is not a serious issue here. Pause. But
what?
I said pause.
Luke,
I said
Luke.
pause.
The pause isn't saving you.
I already knew I was going to say it. I was trying to make a little bit of comedy out of this. But point is,
Okay,
you should have said class.
Ashford, if it weren't for his development and attitude throughout the season, I would really hate this guy. But
You know who
thankfully,
else has an
he
age star problem?
progressed through the season.
Jalen Kitna.
Welcome to Discord. All right, moving on. LSU, Auburn, Jackson, take it away.
Yeah, I know.
That sounded so depressing. Why?
Dude, I don't like watching. Dude, I know. This game looks like it's such an interesting game. I will watch this game, dude. Auburn should have won this game. I mean, Auburn was up 17-14 at half, and in the second half, they just completely dogged. Like I don't know what happened. It's like they completely crapped themselves. They completely crapped themselves.
Just keep it family friendly. They shot the game.
Yes.
Fill in the blank. And just what was interesting is in the first half, this looked like it was going to be a really entertaining ball game. First quarter went to Auburn,
looks like it's
second
going to be
quarter
a
went
shootout.
to LSU, and people are like, okay, mini shootout between two solid teams. This could be interesting. And then the second half happened where it was pre-LSU and their offense was horrible.
And then nothing else.
Pre-Auburn where their whole team is horrible. I shouldn't even say pre because that's assuming they get better. They really don't. Just there are a lot of problems throughout. What's even the most interesting thing again is once again the team stats outweigh in favor of Auburn. They had more yards by over nearly 200. They had nearly 300 more passing yards. They had more yards per play. They had more first downs. They had more third down conversions. They had less penalty yards, and they had more time of possession, and they still lost. You don't see this often where a team will consistently fail. I've never seen stuff like this. I don't understand it.
Did you watch Florida last season? Not the
a little
22,
bit.
not the 22 season, the 21 season.
A little bit,
Everything
yes.
just went
the shoe
downhill.
thing.
No,
The shoe incident, right?
That was a long time ago. That was 2 or 3 years ago.
I guess.
The 21 season.
Dan Mullins last year when the players quit.
Mm-hmm. They played damn good against Bama and called it after that game. They said, season's over. Fuck it.
Yeah. All right.
That's the same thing.
That we're past the LSU game, right?
Do not even think about covering Georgia Don't.
Dude, I can't cover that garbage game. I can't cover Auburn getting. It is so hard to cover Auburn
It is
games.
our job, man.
Dude,
So,
we have to cover these
No,
games,
okay,
but like,
okay, listen.
you know what?
If
Everybody,
it's blowouts, we usually don't cover them. If they
okay,
want to
okay,
recap of this one, they heard it on the Georgia episode. I don't even think we covered it there because the score completely defines what happened that game. Auburn got their
the
ass
Penn State game
kicked.
worse. The Penn
The
State
Penn State
game, but worse.
Okay, yeah, they scored 2 less points, but if you're looking at it correctly, the first quarter of the Penn State Auburn game was close. It was never close besides the start of the game.
let's go.
It's true.
Hey, let's just go into the Auburn Mississippi State game. I said Mississippi State. Ole Miss.
No,
Ole Miss.
no,
Ole
no,
Miss.
no,
My
you're
bad.
right. Let's just
My
roll
bad.
past those games.
My bad.
He scored here. I know Ole Miss
Hey.
defense is bad, but I will say this. This was the game of Tank Bigsby because I remember watching this game, and he was the only reason that Auburn was remotely in it. Every single time you'd think, okay, Ole Miss is going to start to pull away with this. Bigsby would come out of nowhere, go for like a 60-yard run, and get Auburn near scoring position for some sort of touchdown or field goal.
Yeah. This was the battle of garbage defenses, Luke. Like from start to finish, it was
That
really
ain't running backs.
horrendous. Like we see Robbie Ashford play horrific, but running the ball, it's like the entire Auburn offense took a step up. The rushing attack was great all game. That's really what kept Auburn in this game. But the thing about Ole Miss, they just couldn't contain the run. But Jackson Dart had himself a game. Overall, he did really good rushing, 115 rushing yards, and you have decent 130 passing yards. So you have a good 200 game. You have 3 touchdowns to 1 pick. So it's a pretty serviceable job. But the star of the show for the Ole Miss team was Zach Evans. I think you could say Judkins. I think Evans. Evans from start to finish, he just dominated this Auburn team. I know he had 3 less yards, but he dominated more in carries. He had 1 less touchdown, but overall, to get the drive there, every time they just trusted Zach more. It just felt like.
And just for the Ole Miss fans who listen to this, if we have any, which I'm sure there's a few of them, I just want to say, those 3 touchdowns, and I'm sure y'all know this, do not mean anything for Jackson Dart. He played awful.
We hate Jackson Dart.
I don't just hate.
I'm joking.
I
dislike him.
Hate any players.
No, I can't stand him. I hate
That's
that
a lie.
man. I hate
That's
that man
a
with
lie.
a burning passion.
That's a lie.
What
But
players do you
I
hate,
don't
Luke?
hate him. I do think he sucks. For me, I hate the fact that he was the starting option. That's
Time
what
out.
I think.
Tell me.
Okay.
What
Okay.
players do you hate, Luke?
Really? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, we'll go for it. It used to be Robbie Ashford, pre-Robbie Ashford, but not now. I would say he's more.
Ashford.
But yeah, here we go. First, Keishon Butte. Hate him.
He's
Absolute
such a
scumbag.
baby. He's a baby, dude.
Scumbag. Literally complains, wouldn't fight with this team. Horrible player. And are we talking all of college football or just the SEC? Okay, all of college football. This is interesting because there weren't too many I could think of people in the past, but this year, for example, Smoke Monday. Oh dear Lord, I literally want that guy to break tear an ACL.
Why?
Why? Because so many other people. He's literally the most dirty player I've ever seen. I've never seen somebody intentionally try to injure people as much as he does. Bro, I hope
That was awesome.
karma is a B. That's all I'm saying. I'm not.
It was Smoke Monday is one of the few Auburn players I respect.
He's one of the few players in Auburn that I hate. Absolute scumbag. I really
Smoke Monday, Derek Brown.
Derek Brown's fine. Yeah,
I love
he's fine.
Derek
Cam
Brown.
Newton,
Who else,
and
though?
Bo Jackson. Those are
Hey,
the 4.
You can never
those are
hate
the
those
4 Auburn
3. You
players.
can't hate Cam Newton, Derek Brown.
Op number
The
one.
Smoke Monday is like a clown in the show, if you know what I'm talking about.
Number 1.
Stetson Bennett. Why did I not say that? I hate him. Oh my god. I used to love Stetson Bennett, but then he became a douche. Literally, I've never seen somebody go full ego the way he did. Yeah, I talk with my hands. I'm from the South. That's what happens.
No.
Jason,
We're at $30 now.
What are you talking about?
We're at $30 now.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
No, he didn't
douche-
say anything.
Douche is counting.
What?
Douche
How?
What?
Douche is
How?
Sword?
That means you
That-
said it
there's
twice
no
now.
way.
You're at least 10. You're at least 10 now because you've said it twice.
Also, how are we at 30? I've only said one cuss word, and it was the one at the very beginning of the show.
I've filled in a lot.
Oh,
I
so it's
filled in
mainly
a
Oh
you?
lot.
yeah, he has.
Yeah.
So right now, I think I'm at $5. If you want to make it 10, I'll maybe consider it. But fine, I'm at 10. But I still think that's a little BS.
That
I don't
you should
think-
not include that.
Yeah.
But
Bro's blank donating.
So
Bag is 10.
Okay, real quick,
Bro's
everybody.
against
I know,
Jackson
no,
hates
I haven't
sick
done
kids.
anything.
Jackson hates sick kids.
No, I know. I'm just saying you shouldn't have counted it. I understand what you mean.
I'm still
just
paying
saying.
my $5. I'm still paying my NAL deal to Rashada. Calm down.
NAL.
Any other players? I gotta think. There are a few other players I gotta hate that I just haven't thought of because I'm thinking of like all the teams.
Yes, Auburn fans, we've
you know-
stopped covering your season because we need content. Your episode was going to be 15 minutes long.
I'm really trying to think. Because,
Hey, you know who I hate? Jordan Travis. He's just a douche. I hate that guy. Jordan Travis.
you're funny.
Oh
Funny.
Actually, you
my
wanna-
God.
You're funny, Jackson.
$49,
Funny
Jackson.
man.
49.
49.
He's never gonna
On
pay
top
it.
of the
I knew I was
He's never
gonna-
gonna pay it.
I'll pay it. I'll pay.
I was like, wait, how are we going up by odd numbers now? But okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
Hey,
Good
can we make
kids.
this deal, Jackson?
You're welcome. You're welcome, kids.
If I
I'm not
ever have
making
to
any
pay
deal with you.
$6
I'm not
for
making any
dudes,
deal with
You
you.
can take it off the tab that you already owe me.
What?
Jason, who is your most hated player in college football? I gotta
I've
ask.
got a lot of them. Like, you want
Go
all
for
time,
it.
you want this year, you want last year.
We'll go this year. I want
This
to
year,
do
this year.
Okay.
fresh.
I'll actually do it. This year and the year prior, it's been the same person. And it's not that I have a personal vendetta against them because they beat a certain team. It's not that I have a personal vendetta against them because of the
I know
way
who it is.
they carry themselves. This egotistical
wait.
son of a bitch who transfers from Oklahoma, Spencer Rattler. You egotistical
I
bastard.
knew it. How do you hate
okay,
Spencer
okay,
Rattler?
Okay, if you ever watched him on whatever that Netflix bullshit was, it wasn't Last Chance
It
U.
was when he was 17 and 16 years old.
He
that,
still
like-
had the same attitude at Oklahoma.
You mean that like community college
No.
show on
That's
Netflix?
Last Chance U. This
Last
was a
Chance U?
completely different thing.
It was on
This
Last
covers
Chance U, and I was like, wow.
this covers like the top high school quarterback recruits, like 3 of them for the
I know.
past 5 classes.
It was on like it was on like Last Chance U or
Okay.
something like that.
No,
No.
it was
It was on a show like that. I forgot what it's called. It was on
But
Netflix.
The point is what made you hate him.
QB1. That's what it's called.
But he has attitude problems. He had an
Really?
attitude
He did.
problem at Oklahoma. Okay, listen, I'm all for being pissed if you've been starting and you get benched. I get it. But, you know, Robbie Ashford, the same shit that we're clowning him about, oh my God, I got pulled out. Same shit Spencer Rattler was doing. So then he transfers to the SEC.
Man, if I had to go to Oklahoma, I'd be crying too.
All I'm saying.
But listen, he goes to South
knows?
Carolina. He puts on a very decent season with a beautiful streak at the end of the season, and everybody's like, oh, so even though he is a locker room dick, it's completely fine.
But he wasn't a locker room like.
He transferred to
Yes,
South
he was.
Carolina. He transferred
No, I
to
mean,
South
and not
Carolina,
at South
and
Carolina. He
no,
wasn't.
like,
He
not at
became a
South
team captain, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not that hard to become a team captain when you
No, I know.
transfer
I
in.
mean, he's been like Beamer's right hand guy. He's been like
That's
he
because
hasn't started anything.
Do you want to know why? It's because that was the actual rebirth of South Carolina. Congrats. They pulled in a 5-star transfer. Whoop-de-doo. Okay? So that's going to be the start of the rebuild. That's your poster boy. Beamer can't come
I
out in press
know.
conferences or
I know.
teammates can't come out and be like, he's an ass. No. They can't. But I'm
But
telling you,
when you think
his attitude at Oklahoma and on that Netflix series, even as a 16 and 17-year-old, I don't care how you were raised, who you were raised by, what's happened to you.
Yeah,
Fuck that
you got a
attitude.
point there. You got a point.
Like, you can get that
I could
shit out.
definitely. Yeah.
I heard he
That makes
wasn't that
sense.
bad at Oklahoma. He was okay. He was decently pissed. I heard he wasn't like as bad as you're saying. All I'm saying is if he was really that bad,
He
why
heard
would
this
he-
from Shane Bieber.
Why would his
fan
no?
101.
Why would his Why would his tight end transfer with him? His weapon, his best weapon.
So you're
If
in
he was
high
that
school,
bad.
right?
If he was that bad.
You're in high school right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody experiences this in high school. You know how everybody has friend groups? And you all talk
Yeah.
shit about other people? That tight
Yeah.
end was in his friend group.
Stockton
Wow.
was known as a good guy at Oklahoma.
You've never seen
don't
know.
good
No, he
guys be
wasn't.
friends with asses? What the fuck?
Okay, I just want to know,
Friends with
besides the media, who has said Spencer Rattler is a toxic person in the locker room?
His teammate.
His
from Oklahoma?
teammates.
His teammates never said it. At Oklahoma, you can look it up. They never said he was toxic.
Jackson,
I just want to say that.
I also want to put this out there. You can't straight go to like any news reporter you want to and be like, "Hey, listen, the dude that was definitely our poster boy and just transferred away, he was a complete
I know.
ass in the locker room." You can't go to media and do that. Nobody's gonna blatantly come out and say, "Yeah, he was an asshole." No. But that's
You
enough
could-
of
Oh,
you know
this.
And I know one more person I hate. Jalen Kitna.
Oh, well,
Screw
yeah, for
that
sure.
Screw that guy.
Yeah, and fuck
Wait,
Jalen
wait.
Carter.
Wait, there's another guy.
Fuck Jalen Hyatt.
There is Ricky. It's Ricky Pearsall. Wait. Kamal Haddon. I hate that guy. Kamal Haddon. I hate that guy from the bottom of my heart. He sucks so bad. I've never seen a corner
All
talk
right,
so
everybody.
much crap.
Everybody,
Being horrible.
22 Sports is now making a list. Op pack number 1. Op pack number 1 now consists of the following: Smoke Monday, Kamal Haddon,
No.
Spencer
Yes.
Rattler,
Yes.
and that's it. That's op pack number 1. That's
I was
it.
gonna say this. Let
Ricky
us know.
Pearsall. I hate.
Let us know in the
hate
comments
Pearsall.
of the V2 Instagram. But I just wanted to mention this. Let us know if you want to do a list. I'm down
I
sometime
can't-
to go live, pull up a tier list, stream it to you guys. Be pretty fun. It could be literally about anything.
Cockiest, most egotistical quarterbacks in the SEC. Steer, Spencer Rattler.
Instinct.
Hey. Don't forget
He's trying to think of it.
Jackson Dart. I hate that guy. I hate Jackson Dart. I don't care.
Yeah, we heard.
I'll put him on my
Mhm.
list.
We heard you.
I know that was so
Okay.
funny.
Once.
Wait, Brady Cook. How do you guys forget about Brady Cook?
He's a good
Smoke
player.
Monday outside the dorm, and I gotta go get him. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, good. All right, let's continue on because I know Auburn. I know
Mhm.
Auburn fans probably want to hear the rest of this, so let's continue to the
Yeah.
next game. And I'm going to be dead honest with
Do
you.
they exist?
We're not really. We're skipping Arkansas. We're
No,
gonna
we
go-
have to talk about Arkansas
No,
because
we
Brian
don't.
Hartson got fired.
Okay,
This is the game that the players quit hard enough that Brian Hartson was finally fired.
okay, we can talk about it, but I'm going to let you just speak mainly on this, and you cover the majority.
All right. There was 4 players that tried in this game. Tank Bigsby, he needed to keep his draft stock up. Owen Pepo needed to keep his draft stock up. Derek Hall needed to keep his draft stock up. Robbie Ashford didn't want to get bid. The rest of the players quit. And Brian Hartson was fired because they got their ass.
Yeah.
Next
bad.
game.
Okay, next game. Texas. How the they beat Texas A&M?
Yes,
You
and I
didn't
can
know
tell you
that?
how.
Yes.
You didn't know that?
Is it? I know
forgot.
exactly how.
I thought it was the other
Let
way around.
Dane
That
let
Texas
Dane
A&M
speak. Wait, we haven't let Dane speak much. This is
Dane,
Dane's
cook.
time.
This is your
Yeah,
territory.
come on, Dane.
So I was in Galveston during this game, and I was on vacation. I was having a good day, and let's just say I
Let's have
turned
a
on
good
this
day.
game. I was having a good day. I was in Galveston, like the worst beach in Texas, but um, and I turned on this game just to see Connor Weigman. I think that's how you say it. Maybe Weigman.
Wigman?
That's one of the
Wegman?
ways. I don't know. I'm gonna call him
Wegman is
Weigman
Wegman.
because that's how I've always said it. Is Wegman? All right. Well, I'm gonna keep saying it how I've said it. Sorry, but run around in the backfield because he didn't have any time and he has no clue what to do when he sees the guy there. So he runs around instead of throwing it away or anything, and it cost us a lot of yards. Or not us. A&M cost
Well, I
A&M a
mean,
lot of yards.
it was really Derek Hall that was getting pressure in this game, and that's about it. Derek Hall was destroying Texas A&M's offensive line.
Mm-hmm. What was left of it? Because I know there's a few injuries there and a couple people
Oh,
playing through
injury
injuries on that line.
excuses.
But
Injury excuses.
Hey, all I gotta
I'm
say,
just saying,
So here's why Auburn won this game. Texas A&M runs a 3-3-5 defense. What doesn't the 3-3-5 stop? The run.
the run.
What's the only thing Auburn can do? Run the ball. And like you even saw it, the only reason Arkansas scored, or Arkansas A&M scored 13. I can't
10
get this out.
points.
The only reason Auburn scored 13 points in this game is because running offenses can't pick up 3rd and 6s and 3rd and 5s that easily. And
it gives Texas
Texas
A&M they
A&M
can.
wasn't able to force Auburn into those 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 6 situations when they were only picking up 2 or 3 yards of carry. Because yes, you can get a 4-yard game. If you get a 1-yard game, you're still at 3rd and 5, and it's an elite pass defense. So that's why the reason this score was close at all. If Auburn could have picked up a 3rd and 5 through the air, they would have won this game by 20, 30 points.
Yeah, but they couldn't do anything passing. But lethal rushing attack won them the game. Let's get into another huge win. Western Kentucky.
No.
Yes.
No.
Western Kentucky was a good team.
No. What? No. Okay, listen. It's okay to be a good team, but if you get blown out by one of the worst teams in the SEC, we're not covering you. And that's complete offense to anybody that plays for Western Kentucky. All right, we're an all SEC podcast. You got blown out by the shittiest SEC team.
Hey,
Well, Western Kentucky is
Texas
also
A&M. Texas A&M
Western
exists.
Kentucky is one of the Jackson. Western Kentucky is one of those gimmick air raid Tennessee like offenses that's really easy to shut down if you have better defensive talent and the other team has offensive talent. So that's one of the reasons Auburn.
Exactly. So let's just go ahead and do y'all want to just cut Auburn's season at A&M?
No,
No.
we can't
Do y'all
leave
really want
it
to talk about
there.
this horrible
The
Iron Bowl?
Iron Bowl.
We have
Okay,
to talk
Yes.
about the Iron Bowl.
That's atrocious.
I went to this game. And it was my 3rd Alabama game ever, actually. I went to a
More
game during
importantly,
COVID, actually. I went to a game last year. And now I went to a game this year.
Okay.
And the funnest part about that game was singing Dixieland Delight and screaming, fuck Auburn and Tennessee too. Because this game was a shit show. I mean, like, yes, Robbie Asher did run around. That was fun, whatever. But Bryce Young just decided to increase his draft stock a little bit and make about 15 high level throws in this game. And he just shredded the Auburn passing defense.
yeah. Robbie Ashford could not do anything, and
Wouldn't go that far.
He
well, I mean, in the
ran the
second
ball
half.
effectively.
I mean, in the second half. In the second half, he could
Well, I
not do
mean, like
anything.
they
In
didn't.
the first half, he had an electric start. Jarquez Hunter was really the life of this offense. Besides Robbie running, was lethal from start to finish. But as a passer, he just did horrible. And I really hope
Not
they're doing
really. I mean, like
okay.
his receivers
Bold
just
take.
refuse to get open,
Extremely bold take.
and you know how many passes those receivers dropped?
I don't know.
All right, I have an extremely bold take
good
since
bit.
we're talking about this game.
Go for it.
Robbie Ashford, Jade Milrow, same person.
Yeah,
Jalen Milrow has a
like that
lot
take actually.
more arm talent.
No. Throwing it 30
Yes.
yards is not arm talent. And I mean,
Maybe
dude was like,
arm.
dude was
He has a lot
hauling
better
back
arm
to
strength.
throw it
Are you
no
happy?
30 yards.
Are you
He has
happy
more
that
strength.
he has better arm strength?
Wait, did they come back?
Yes,
8-point game. Interesting.
it was a 6-point game a second ago. But let's go. I want to end off with this season because this is God. I can't talk about that Bama game that much, and
Couldn't understand a word you just.
I want to end it here
To the
because
sponsor. There's nowhere else to end it. They didn't make a bowl.
no. Oh yeah, you're right. Why did I?
All
So
right,
my
let's
bad.
get into
We're
our
disrespectful.
sponsors. Product placement. We got cameras today. All right, listen. Check out Dubby. Like, no cap, been sipping on it like once this episode, and it's already empty because I'm a fat ass and I just drink for no reason. Two, let me get down here and get it for y'all. And no, this is not Show My Team. I'm shipping this out to our contributors so that they can fulfill our contractual details. Check out Collegiate Traditions. Really good shirts. Super comfortable. It seems great. I'll probably end up buying like a hat from there or something. I'm not much of a clothes guy. I mean, shit, got too much, don't need any more. But check them out. Use code V2Sports for 10% off. Use code V2Sports for 10% off. Abyss, Gubby. And make sure you check out Home Field Apparel. Just click the link in the bio. If there's one sponsor we don't want you to go to because they're not even a sponsor, everybody, if you can, please give them the finger salute with me. Fuck Tailgate State Co. Please never come back into our DMs or any of our
We'll turn on
followers'
his camera.
DMs. What'd you say?
I was telling Will to turn on his camera so we could show that.
Will, yeah, Egghead, Mr. Egg, please cut it on.
You're gonna have to show your face, buddy. Just
Come on, Egghead.
fingers up.
I'm starting to cramp, Egghead. Come on.
Will Dane, somebody.
All right, listen, we're
I'm
not
trying.
stopping.
I can't. My computer glitches when I
We're
do.
not stopping until y'all do it. Come on. Come on.
Hold up.
Do
Well,
it.
you're gonna have to do it
Well,
because I
lights
can't.
on.
Start turning on.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you
hold
put on
it.
a hat. What's he
I
gonna
did.
prop it
That's
on?
what I was looking for.
Hold it up, Will.
Hold him up, Will.
Oh,
Come on.
what are we
There
doing?
we go. Tailgate State. All right, and
Dane on his phone. Yeah.
Let's go, Dane.
all right.
I'm not gonna. Dane's smile is one of the happiest things you'll ever see.
Oh god. But to our next sponsorship, make sure you use V2 Sports for 10% off, or no, 10, 20, one of those percentages off of SeatGeek on your first purchase. All right, listen.
$20 off. I need
Yeah.
to confirm that. We've said it wrong so many times. It
It's
is
$20?
$20 off.
Okay,
It is
$20.
$20 off.
Let me explain something to y'all real quick. Now that y'all can see me and I can look you dead in your soul so that you can understand what I'm saying to you. When you go on SeatGeek, what you're going to do is make a brand new account. And I mean a new one. You can put a fake name in there. You can even put a fake email. Please don't do that because you won't get your ticket. But make an email that you have access to. You can use the same address. Fuck
I'll
it.
put my email in there.
DannySmokes420@gmail.com. Use his email. But use a new email. Please, like honestly, it helps us keep this up. We finally got enough sponsorship money to where I was able to bring y'all this beautiful thing right here that I just completely messed up because I fucking touched it. And if y'all haven't been keeping count, we are at $50 for St. Jude's in one episode. Now, I understand that sounds really nice. It sounds really fun. I'm confused because I don't know where I'm supposed to donate this. Like, I can't just walk
I'm
up to
not
a
paying
children.
any of that.
What? No, it's going to get donated from the people that cussed, and I'll keep some money aside. I just don't know where to donate it. It's not like I can walk up to a children's hospital and be like, there you go, and just walk out.
Here, I'm Mr. Beast. Take your money.
But thank y'all for tuning into this episode. We hope y'all like all of us having our cameras on. Dane cutting his on for a couple of minutes. Egghead cut his on for like a few seconds. We appreciate y'all for coming out. We understand we got completely off topic this episode, but that's what makes V2 V2. So as always, fuck Tailgate State. Keep it certified. Stay classy. And we don't even have to talk about being on tap anymore because we killed that competitor. He's already quit again. He's off podcast 2. He's going to join back and go to podcast 3 in like a month. But thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate all the support. Oh, and this one's a huge shout out. If you've been watching the Instagram or looking at the Instagram recently, and we just did the official Visit Pigs tournament. If you were a
That we
Florida
did
fan
really well. We appreciate y'all.
and you feel like you got cheated, I don't care. vote next time. I mean, shit. Democracy's never
Bottom.
fair.
I can actually explain to y'all what happened.
Actually, go ahead.
Right,
No,
there
no,
we
no, no,
go.
no, 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 no. We'll save that for another episode because none of the Florida fans are going to listen to this. Let's be realists. But as always, good morning, good afternoon, and good night from the V2 crew. Good night, everybody.